Hey guys, this is a sort of part 2 to that 30-minute video that I just made because I still had stuff I wanted to talk about, and I'm still working on the legs, so I still want to make more videos while I'm doing this because I want to record all of it now to help myself better learn how to speak and learn how to continue speaking and not stop and pause up so much. Because I watched a recent video of mine, well, it wasn't recent, but it was from not too long ago, and I realized how bad my speaking was, so I want to kind of fix that. Because I don't usually make YouTube videos, and I'm not used to just talking like this, at least without input. My nose is really itchy right now, and I don't know why. There's nothing I can do about it except itch it, and like, do that. Probably just made it worse. So I just finished carving out this leg, and I'm going to put a third piece on the bottom and then carve that out more, so that it's not just like a horse hoof. That's what it is right now, it's like a horse hoof. But I have the feet right here, and look at that. It looks so ugly right now, but it's going to be fixed. And when I get done with these feet, whoops, wrong one. When I get done with these feet, that's going to be the last foam stuff I have to do. I'm actually going to put this on so that I kind of see what I'm doing. Right foot. So I kind of see where I have to go. And this is going to have to go down. Well, you guys can't see. There you go. And I'm going to cut that at an angle. So I wanted to talk in this video about my furry friends. Not my pets, but my friends who are also furries. I can't see what I'm doing. So I have, you guys are at a weird angle right now. So I do have a couple of furry friends, and I do have a couple of furry acquaintances at my school. There are like way more furries than you would expect at a school, you know, and I wonder if it's just this area sometimes. But they're all nice people. They're all pretty cool, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a furry talking, but I wouldn't call them cringy. I would call them just us having fun. And I think that's all being a furry is it's just people having fun doing their thing and then being yelled at for it. Not all the time, but I feel like I don't know where I was going with that. And yes, we do run up to each other. Like, it's our thing. It's like our joke is that we make like random weird sounds, like we squeak, like and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm drinking my drink. So we make little squeaks like that at each other, and we do that sometimes. People probably think we're weird, but it's like, I don't know. It's also a reference to a roleplay that we do, and yeah, when people hear roleplay, they think, oh, roleplay, like, roleplay? No, it's like Dungeons and Dragons level roleplay. It's an actual, like, campaign. So, keep in mind that just because I use the word roleplay doesn't mean that we're, yiffing. Well, roleplay yiffing. They've all been very appropriate people. Like, you know what? I just realized that. Is that my furry friends are the most wholesome people I know. That, like, sometimes they don't understand the sex jokes that I make sometimes. Like, I mean, who doesn't make sex jokes? I don't know. But, like, they don't, sometimes it goes way over their heads. I'm like, dang it, guys, come on. Now I have to explain it. Or not, or I just get, like, fine, whatever, you don't get my joke. There we go. That's that. Cut that piece right there. Not really necessary, but I'm going to get another thin layer, and I'm going to put it over these. I'm probably going to make that thin layer now, since I have nothing better to do right now. Well, you know what? I say I have nothing better to do. Like, it's like, oh, I'm not up to anything. And it's like, that, I wonder if people look at furries and think, oh, look at them, they don't have anything better to do but dress up as animals. Like, I mean, what about people who play video games and like video games? You could say the same thing to them. It's like saying the same thing to them. Oh, you don't have anything better to do but play video games? Or people who do sports because they find sports fun. Like, you don't go up to a sports person and just say, oh, you don't have anything better to do but play sports. Like, they don't want anything better to do because they're having fun doing what they want. Sorry guys, I'm grabbing another foam. Yeah. This piece isn't as big as I hoped it would be. It's kind of cut, unfortunately. Hey, it's like a crown. Let's see here. Is this useful? Kind of. Not really. No, it's not useful. Alright then. I don't think I have this going into anything else. Empty glue bag. Alright. So let's see. It's about yay high. About yay wide. Let's just see here. Let's hope I get the proportions right. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna cut this down the middle like that. So yeah, and my friends do use the typical furry terminology like oh whoa and like, I don't know, we don't really awoo or anything. We don't really awoo. We use the word yiff all the time, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. It means yelling and sniffing. Yiffing. Ah! I don't know. It was just some... Actually, we haven't done that joke in a long time. We go up to our friend like, hey, wanna yiff? And then, like, people look at us weird, and then we start yelling and sniffing. And of course, it's only around our friends. We don't, like, start yelling and sniffing in front of, you know, normal people, in front of our teachers and whatnot. That would be socially unacceptable. And just because it's socially unacceptable doesn't mean it's bad. Something being socially unacceptable does not equal bad because social pressure or whatever. I mean, punching someone in the face isn't socially acceptable. You know? Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. And of course, there are some other things that are socially unacceptable, that it's bad that they're socially unacceptable, you know? There are some things like that, I'm sure. I don't feel like finding examples right now. And that might even be a sign that I'm wrong, but I don't know. And, let's see, I hope I don't... Oh no! Ah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. You know, when I said oh no just then, you know what, I'm not going to talk about that. It's random. I need to not talk about random stuff. I need to stay on the topic of furries, because this is a furry channel, you know? Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Socially unacceptable. No, we make sure we don't bother other people, you know? And I feel like a lot of furries are either, oh no, I have to hide this because it's socially unacceptable, or they're like, I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm gonna yell, oh whoa, I'm gonna lick my hand and clean my head and all that stuff, and no one can tell me no. Like, no, please, be in the happy medium. Make sure you're not bothering people and putting a bad image on our fandom, but also have some fun and not, you know, have to hide yourself from other people and stuff. You know, there is such thing as a middle ground, and a lot of people tend to forget that. There is indeed a middle ground. Cut, 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 cut. What else do we do that's cringy? Sometimes they come over and we just watch furry YouTube videos because I'm really into this furry thing. One time my friend came over and we worked on our fursuits together. I think fursuits in general are pretty cringy. I don't remember if I already talked about this, but one time we went outside in our unfinished fursuits and we walked down to the park in our unfinished fursuits. But you know what? Guess what? It was fun. It was so awesome. I had so much fun doing it. And it was great. We had a great time. And no one really bothered us. You know? Like, we were told before we went out there, hey, that's not a good idea. I'm not going to stop you, but that's not a good idea. And you know what? She convinced me to go anyway, and it was great. It was fun. and no one attacked us. So, that's that. We draw our furry art. It's not porn. I'm gonna be honest for a second. I'm the only one of my friends who draws NSFW, and it's all humans. I promise you. It's all my human characters. There we go. Cut. Cut. Oh, this entire video so far has been me just trying to cut through this thing. Yeah, it's, not very easy to cut this direction through foam, nor is it a good idea, but sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you have to halve the size. Halve the size. I mean, I could have just bought another thing of foam, but that would have cost more money. I don't know. I feel like this would be a kind of video that if I make videos like this, but of higher quality, I feel like this is the kind of video that you just listen to while you're doing something else. I do that a lot. I listen to videos on YouTube and then I'm doing something else. That's usually what I do on YouTube. I did it! So this is going to go over the toe, so that it's smoother. And that toe is too big, so I'm just going to put it on the other toe. So I'm not going to put it on now, of course, because I'm running out of glue, as I've said before. But I am going to cut it in this shape. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. And as you can see, I've said this before, but you can see that I've put a lot of work into this. This is it's art. It is. It's 3D art. I'm carving out a foot for a character. I feel like that's one thing that outsiders really take for granted is the fursuits themselves. Like, sometimes they look really bad. Hey, can you guys shut up? Shut up! Please. Thank you. Anyway, I feel like a lot of, outsiders, and I use the term outsiders like it sounds more dramatic than it is. I feel like a lot of them take the fursuits for granted, and I don't blame them, because they're not, in the fandom, but they don't realize just how much work was really put into these, and how much people really care about these, and how much this is really art. It's really art. And there we go. I care about my costume. I care about my character. Well, she's not real, so there's nothing to it's not like I have to take care of her or anything, but, there we go. That's just gonna go on top. A little bit higher. There we go. Alright, guys, and I'm gonna end the video right here. Because, I kind of should get on to doing other stuff, like, playing video games. I have a couple to finish, because for Christmas I was gifted a couple of games. My back hurts a little bit. I think that outside